And oops. Hello, and welcome to the Never Cast Off podcast. Sometimes if you start it too fast, it doesn't always work, so I wasn't sure if the first hello came out or not, but we're going to move on. Hi, my name is Debbie. I'm known as Deb's Destiny on Ravelry and Instagram, and this is Sheila.
Blue Yarn Always on Ravelry and Instagram. And this is episode 74, and it is the last day of August.
It is. So I'm like 2 months behind on posting on
Yep.
what
The Biggest Loser?
Yeah.
Yep, this is the last day to get your items into the Never Cast Off podcast group on Ravelry for August. And then the Fiber Pusher will let me know in about a week or so, which we will tell you on the next recording, who the August winner is for The Biggest Loser. So you want to tell them what the prize is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
One of my patterns. Whoa! And then
we're also going to give the winner a pattern by Janie McCarthy, and it's the Yexa Shaw. So you're going to be receiving 2 patterns.
So help you continue with your goals of getting that stash done.
Yes, no kidding. So we will give the winner on the next podcast. We also have the Cardiac Read Along going on, and that's doing very well. We're co-hosting with Pen, Hook, and Needles and the Bookish Stitcher, and you can triple dip or quadruple dip in other podcasts. But we do have a thread open for that, and it's anything in the shade of red or pinks, or you want to knit with or crochet or weave with somebody in mind with heart disease. And I do have the prizes posted in the thread, so I'm just going to show you just a brief one because it's been a little bit. But you're going to win. First place is a sock blank.
Whoa.
And then there's stitch markers in there and progress keepers from One Fine Design on Etsy. These are just absolutely lovely. You should go check out her shop. So this would be the first prize, a sock blank. And the second prize has been donated, and this is a heart bag. And this is by Lena's Design. And she's on Etsy, and she ships worldwide for free.
That's really nice.
I know.
Her bags are beautiful.
Got a needle cozy here and embroidered her shop name. And inside, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a lighthouse. It's
That's
absolutely
so
amazing. So this would go to the second person that we draw. So this is for the Cardiac Read Along. And we appreciate all the makers who have donated prizes to the podcast.
Thank you. Y'all rock.
Yep. And for the Christmas in July, which I think I got some Christmas knitting done, the slippers. So we have 2 prizes for that, and there's a thread in the Ravelry group for that. So first prize is a skein of yarn that I dyed. I think I dyed this last year. This is Donna Gold, or no, maybe earlier this year. And with the Donna Gold, you're going to get, again, progress keepers and stitch markers from One Fine Design. If you want to see more detail, I'm not going to open them up again, but in the Ravelry group, there are pictures of everything, of all the prizes. So this is the first prize. This would be for the first person. This is 100 grams. And the second prize is a beautiful Christmas bag. Ain't that cute?
That is so adorable.
And it's got a little stocking there. It's got a snap. Again, Lena's put her on there. It's got 2 snaps at the top. And this is a pretty deep bag. Like almost to my elbow. So you can get a lot of good stuff in there. Oh, and then she's got a progress keeper in here too. I mean, not a progress keeper, a needle keeper. This is a good size. It's like a sack bag. And inside, it's blue and glittery.
And this is something special. This is a
something special to her country. I'll read it on the. But yeah, this would stand up.
Horse of some sort.
Yep. So this is second place, or the second person that we draw. So keep posting in there. We're going to draw both of these contests close at the end of September. So keep posting in there, and we will draw the first podcast in October. And all these prizes will be given away. Yay! I do have one other thing to mention. We did a YouTube giveaway a couple podcasts ago for this home bag that was created by a lovely Etsy shop. Where's her name? No. Sewing Specialty. Yep, Sewing Specialty.
Specialty sewing.
Specialty Sewing. Here you go. Right here. And it's so pretty. And it comes, I think I lost it. It fell out. It came with a needle keeper. This was the winner from YouTube. I haven't heard from you, so I'm going to give you till August 6th.
No, September 6th.
Oh, September 6th. To get a hold of me or put something in the YouTube comments. If not, I'm going to redraw from that same YouTube video.
Episode, yeah.
But I haven't heard from you, and I want to get this to somebody. So we're going to say, what did I say? September what?
6th.
September 6th.
Because we usually give a month to respond, and we usually
this
only
is like
say
the fourth
it once.
Yeah, this is like the fourth podcast.
Yeah,
I think.
and
but I really want to get this to somebody who really entered in on the YouTube channel. So September 6th. Otherwise, we're going to have a redraw when we do our first podcast in September. If I don't hear from her, so we're going to redraw. Good. I think that's all the administrative stuff. I think so. Is that all the administrative morning announcements?
Yep, I think so too.
Morning announcements are over. Okay. So I'm going to put all the prizes back up here. That reminds me, I need to develop some of my sheet pictures from the festival.
Yeah,
when we went to the festival. My goodness, that's a lot of prizes up there. Oh, here it is. This was her shop right here. And this is for the Michigan bag.
This is
there's a needle cozy. It fell out.
There you go. At least they were together.
Yes. And thank you so much for the donation. There you go. Okie dokie. So, on with escapees. Anything?
Okay. Yep.
Terrific.
Not only is this great for stash reduction.
Stash reduction?
It's good for the cardiac read-along.
Yeah, it is.
So you can wear it like this. You can wear it kind of over the shoulder if you wanted to. It's a Mobius caul.
What'd you make it with?
Plymouth yarn. It was.
That's that alpaca. It's really soft.
It's the itchiest alpaca I've ever dealt with.
Really?
It's like loopy, and I don't know how they made alpaca. But you
see
it's
these, like a boucle.
Yeah. You see these little runs here? I put these little runs in there. I just thought that would go really good with somebody that, like has ripped jeans or something like that. But I don't know. So this is a simple pattern, and I'm going to be getting it out hopefully in the next week. It's in technical editing. And then this one's going to be called Fall Semester.
Wasn't there some stuff that I seen on Ravelry where you're looking for testers, or is it just technical editing?
Technical editing.
Technical editing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I put 4 out there for technical editing, and I did 2 of them that are updated, and I have 2 more that I'm updating.
Okay.
And then I'm doing this new one, and then I'll have another new one.
You're busy.
And then I have another idea too that I'm not talking about yet, but just because it's I think it's going to be really, really good, and I don't want somebody to hear it and like jump ahead of me, so I just want to hold off on announcing it, but I'm kind of excited about it. Yeah, but I got lots of ideas and doing something about it. I had so much fun at the Fiber Festival. It was really inspirational. So that's what I did.
I finished one thing.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah. So this is a paid for pattern on Ravelry, Purple Rain. It's crocheted. Katya Novakoya. I think she's from Russia. Beautiful pattern. I did not read one word. I followed her chart. And the chart was just, I didn't read one word of the pattern.
She's one of your favorite designers.
No, this is the first time I used her. But when Prince passed away, I seen this on Ravelry, and I'm like, oh, I'm not a big fan of purple yarn, but I won this yarn from Barb on the Flame and Fiber podcast. So it's called Woolberry, and it was superwash merino and bamboo. I don't know what there's no color on here, is there? I don't see any color. Yeah, I don't see any color on here. And then I mixed it with a little bit of Dye For Me Surrey Alpaca Merino Glow because I kind of ran out and I didn't want to play yarn chicken. But yeah, this yarn is very, very nice. Yeah, there's no color on there. But I blocked it. I got to do the clothesline blocking.
Really?
So, yep.
How did you like the clothesline blocking?
I like it because I see it on Instagram, like Helen. She's always blocking her shawls, and then Lisa from Sarah Knitting by the Sea talks about it. But this is it, and I ran out, so I just put a little bit of this Surrey alpaca down at the bottom. It's a little bit fuzzy. I got to do my ends, of course, but I like it. I really, really like it.
It's very nice. It seems like it's very, very flat, so it seems like it was a very good blocking technique.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and if I think if I would have used the right size needle, it probably would have been a little bit. The fabric would have been smaller. It called for an E. I used a G.
Okay.
So I used the wrong size. But this is done. This is wonderful. I highly recommend the pattern, especially if you like reading charts. It was just amazing. I am a chart reader for crochet, for knitting, not so much.
Yeah.
But for crochet, I love the charts. I just love them.
You like how I threw that in there? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen. It's like your mind gets set. It's like you only want to see the words. And this is how much I had left, too. This is it.
Wow.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm not with crochet. It just sucks it up. I'm like, I am not going to take a chance and go back all the way around. But
yeah, that wouldn't make it.
So yeah,
I don't even know if that would make it with a single crochet or.
Yeah. So I wound off way too much of this, and it's got a little bit of the sparkle in it.
Yep.
Which is, I found working with it a little distracting, but it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. So now this project bag is empty. Put the pattern away, the yarn away. Done. And trim the ends
wow,
into this.
You have a lot to talk about today, don't you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I took a trip, so I took knitting with me.
Ah.
I took a trip. Okay. So I had a lot. I didn't do any airplane knitting. Can I just say, sitting at the airport, when you sit in those seats, they're kind of comfy. You know, you can put your arm down and you're relaxing. And then when I got on the airplane, you're like, you're smushed. It's like the chairs that you sit in for free are bigger than the ones that you pay for on the plane. It's weird because I flew Spirit, which I was like this. And then on the way back, I flew Delta, which probably gave me another inch. And at least their TV trays were bigger. On Spirit, they're the size of a 7-inch tablet. And on Delta, at least they came down the size of a placemat.
I don't like Spirit.
I've never had a problem with them. And I'm using all my miles. I'm using all my miles up. I haven't had any problem. None at all. Everybody was like, and then I'll tell you guys later what happened at the Delta line. Because this lady just, oh my God.
It's just, I don't like how they nickel and dime you for everything. And then it ends up being more expensive than like buying first class with somebody else. You know, I just
didn't care for it.
No, I didn't.
So what do you got hanging on the wire?
Well, I am working another one of this.
Oh, that's pretty in the two colors.
This one's going to be called Philosophy. And I'm doing it a little bit different, but it's still the same design. So I held on to this blue, and I didn't have a chance to really do anything with it because I ran out of yarn. I'm so sick of running out of yarn. Right now, I'm just like completely annoyed with running out of yarn. So
that sucks. But you don't know how much you're going to use, though, right?
Right. So okay. when I was buying the Heritage, I found the Heritage, and I found a skein that was going to match, and it looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I just said, you know what? I'm getting two because I'm not going to be short again. You know, and do I need two skeins? No. But I am not going to be short again. And this one I'm doing, it's a little bit of a different than this one. So I'm making this one, but this one is more of a crescent shape.
Oh, over there.
And the blue one is going to be a little bit more of a triangle. So this one is just really, 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 really long. And this one's going to be a little bit
This will
more
be
of a-
nice to wrap up in. Super soft.
It is so soft and it's so
Is this,
comfortable.
what is this?
Baby
Oh,
alpaca.
baby alpaca.
Yeah. And it's just, I love it.
And this is wool.
And this one's wool. And it's the stone hitch fiber. So it's very soft. After working with this, I don't know what it was about this one. It was just so itchy. I mean, how can you take alpaca and make it itchy? But
maybe because they made it blue clay with all the little knots in it.
Yeah, there's like little loops and stuff. So it's like 91% alpaca, 3% nylon, and 7% wool or something like that, if I'm remembering. If that adds up to 100, it's something like that. And it's just, how in the world can you take alpaca and make it itchy? They did it. So I'm just happy that this yarn is off the needles and it's done. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll be wearing this in the winter. This will be nice to go like that.
Yeah, you will.
So,
yeah, you will.
Oh, okay. I've been thinking about this morning. This is just sad that I had to think about this. When we were talking, I'm trying to get, let me see if I can get my shoe. Okay, just so you can see the type of the socks that I wear.
The ankle socks.
Ankle socks. So when we were in Fiber Festival talking to Benita, she says, well, I want you to be ready to turn the heel by Halloween. Okay, well, you saw my socks, so I'm almost there, Benita.
Turn the heel? Seriously?
You know, I'm almost there.
You got like 2 inches of ribbing, and then you're going to turn 1 inch of that, and you're going to turn the heel.
No, I just thought it would be funny. I wanted to make everybody laugh.
I know. I got to print that because she asked me to make a sock, and I know I got a lot of sock yarn.
It's a very, very simple pattern, and yeah. Oh yes, have to talk about this because it's.
Is it a pay for pattern?
No, it's free. She did a free pattern. Spring Mill Socks by Benita Story. And it just, it's really nice because it has a gentle ribbing to it. I hate socks that are like baggy. I like them to stick a little bit. I don't want like extra room everywhere. And the little bit of rib that's in there really is just nice.
And you like working on these little needles?
They're zeros.
They're zeros.
It's very difficult to go from 35s.
What kind of yarn is this?
Zeros.
I should turn it this way, huh? You're doing that twisted rib. Oh, on your toes.
On your toes.
It's cute. It's got nice colors in it. It reminds me of Arizona.
Yeah.
The green, the orange. That's cool.
So,
well, good luck to you because October is coming up pretty soon, in another month or so.
No, I just wanted to show Benita I got a little bit done.
Yeah, and you're getting ready to turn the heel.
And it's not the end of October. Okay. So.
Oh my gosh, you're still working on the polar sweater? Polar bear sweater?
So.
You got
cords. I cast off on it.
Is this Jong?
No.
What is this?
My own.
This is your own sweater?
Yeah.
Out of bulky?
Yeah, I don't know.
It kind of looks nice. Let me see.
Okay, I have to try it right here.
I just see how it feels.
It's made for like a skinny thing.
I know. I just want to see how it feels against my bare arm. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm
like a hug, right?
like a wrapped in a mattress. This is like
it's something.
It's like heavy, and you like. Ugh, you like feel it.
Okay, my plan is to show it to her, and if she doesn't like it, I will help her undo it.
Get out! You're gonna knit her a whole sweater.
It's like 25 rows.
That's it.
Not. I mean, it's not the 35 needles. But the thing is after doing
35 needles.
After doing this much on the arm, right in here, my hand, right in here. Ow! I wanted this to be done for today. And I'm like, okay, I can take all of yesterday and do it. But it's just the using such big needles, it was hurting right in there.
I wonder how much that
And
thing's going to weigh.
I don't know.
Holy smoly.
I've used 2 skeins so far.
Have you?
And I'm on the 3rd one.
That thing is heavy.
Yeah, it's got some weight to it.
Mm-hmm. You could wear like a tank top underneath that in winter.
She's a skinny thing. She is. She's skinny. She's skinny.
Well, hopefully they don't make her walk funny.
Well, I'll ask her to try it on, and depending on what it looks like when it's done and on her is going to determine whether or not I'm going to write the pattern.
Oh my goodness.
Because it's
a bulky sweater pattern?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, I'm
just barely fitting in your knit Michigan bag.
Yeah. I'm trying.
I have, let's see, what
I'm trying to get it back in there.
I've been working on my Pure Joy, finally, since
it's in there.
Our friend Sharon showed me how to do the German short rows. So I'm using undead yarn, and the colorway is Midnight Road KAL. It's a 75/25 fingering weight. Very nice yarn. Very nice yarn. And also Stonehenge, because you got to put a little Michigan yarn in your project, right?
Yeah.
A little Michigan yarn. This is what I got left so far, so I still need to work on my undead.
Oh no.
This is what I got hooked on.
It's so soft.
This is what I got left hooked on. But here I am with, let's see, this is the right side. The Pure Joy. So with the blue is basically the mill ends from Stonehenge, which I have right here.
Do you have another skein of this?
No, that's it. I only have to finish one more wedge. And then I'm going on to the ending, which is this. This is all going to be the Stonehenge. But yeah, I really like the pattern now that I know what I'm doing. Thank you very much, Sharon, for helping me. But yeah, I have this much left to finish a wedge. Yeah, you need like 5 wedges. And I should have it on a longer cord, but I don't. But yeah, this was a lot of my knitting while I was in Boston. So yeah, I really like this. And then the other thing that I worked on just a little bit was a hat. Weather the Weather. And this is a free pattern by Maggie Williams on Ravelry. I seen Lisa making this. She made so many hats. So I did the ribbing out of crochet, held together two skeins, 2 threads together. That's the pattern's crochet. So it's just in the color black. And then this is yarn that I dyed, I think last year playing around when me and Debbie were doing dyeing. And this is as far as I got right here.
That's so pretty.
Because I'm not sure if this will be enough for the whole hat. So I was like, you know what? I should probably do the ribbing in a black. And for the cardiac ride-along, this kind of goes along with it. You can kind of see the pattern a little bit starting to come.
Oh,
it's kind of tell. It's kind of hard to tell because maybe it's too variegated or splotchy.
Yeah, but I saw it on there. I didn't see it in person, but I saw it on there.
Yeah. Really nice pattern. It's written really good, row by row. So I have those 2 that I took with me on the trip. And then I also started the Wonder Woman.
You did?
It's crocheted. There's a crochet version. I didn't want to do the knitted version. Because I just got done doing Purple Rain. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do the Wonder Woman shawl. This, I have no idea what it is, but I almost want to say there's cashmere in it. I have 2 skeins of that. And then this is basically going to be the color in the middle. And this is by Yarn Nerd.
That is going to be spectacular.
Yarn Nerd. This is Chuck Tees. And this is Superwash Merino, 450 yards. And it's black, blue, white, and red, or cranberry. So that, I did start it. So it is here. Or I think it goes like this. Something like that. I'm just getting ready to put in the first W. So, and I'm doing the big one. I am going to do the big. They have a small size, and then they have a larger size. I'm doing the larger size because I want it to wrap all the way around. So this is very nice. But yeah, the Wonder Woman shawl is crocheted, and it's free. And I went to the designer's page. She has a lot of patterns. Like,
Yeah.
I've never heard of her until the Wonder Woman shawl, but yeah, I've put a couple of her patterns in my Ravelry queue, because yeah, the way that the Wonder Woman is written is very good. So if all of our other patterns are written that way, I wouldn't mind supporting her and getting a few of her other patterns. But she does have a lot of patterns besides the knitted and crocheted Wonder Woman shawl.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So what do you have for getting your knitting on?
The only other thing was this one. Oh shoot, I can't remember. I can't remember the name. Duplicity.
Duplicity.
Yeah. So this one right here.
That's pretty how it's got the angles on it.
I love it.
That's short rows too?
No short rows.
Is that interlock?
No.
No.
You just, when you get to the end like that, you just cast on. Oops, dropped a couple stitches. And then you'd pick up these and then go the other way.
Okay.
So, yeah. So
that's interesting.
It really is. I really enjoyed the pattern, but now it's the rows are so long. And then I ran out of yarn. I have some similar yarn that's bare, and I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to rip it back a little bit and introduce white, or do I want to try and dye it myself, and then, but I just, because I have worse skeins. And so, I mean, I don't care if it's different, but it's a little weird at the end to just introduce.
But you could always pick up this light purple in there, like that lilac color.
Yeah, but what ends up happening if it's like completely different and it fights, it doesn't match, then, I mean, I only have 4 skeins.
Right.
So that's my dilemma on it. And if I dye it, whatever it turns into is what's going on this shawl, or I could use white. I think I might just go for it and try and dye it, but I don't know what color I do. So that's why this one's not done, and it just needs to be done. But casting off right now or just finishing it up, it'd be too short, and I'd never use it.
And be for a child.
Right. So I don't know.
Not
so
good.
That's where I am on that one. That one's just in timeout.
Not good.
So, yeah, that's about it, I think.
For DIY, I finally, all of this is gone. Yay.
Yay.
I gave some away.
You did?
I gave some away to, Jonna.
Oh.
Because she wants to try spinning some Cordell, and I'm like, oh man, I got some for you. So yeah, this is all gone. I have just a half a bobbin left, but this is it. This is officially, I think I have 5.5 skeins now of this.
Wow.
Which now I can dye up. But yeah, this whole 2 pounds, 3 ounces is gone.
Wow.
Thank God. Now I can start spinning some things in color. But yeah, that's what you get when you buy wool or a fleece that's natural. You got to look at the same color for God knows how long. Like there's no pretty colors to look at. But that's the whole reason I bought it though, is because I wanted to spin it and then I wanted to make it different colors. I'm not sure if I don't know. It's not really soft. it's soft, but it's not really soft. You know,
It's softer than this.
so I don't know yet. I don't know. But yeah, she wants to try spinning with a drop spindle.
If you have, oh wow, if you have 5 of those,
I think I have 5. Yep. And I think I did a 2-ply on it. I want to say it's not a finger ring, maybe an Aran or a sport. Yeah. So I don't want to spin fingering yarn because I've heard and I've watched a few videos to where that's what the lane like your hand kind of goes into. Once you get into that thin yarn, it's kind of hard to get back to spinning Aran or worsted or thick and thins. So I really don't want to spin fingering weight yarn. I have tons of fingering weight yarn, so I don't want to spin fingering weight yarn. So these are done, thank goodness.
I ended up getting some wool, and I got it like this.
The locks?
Yeah, the locks, because it was just pretty, and this is the one that we thought was dirty.
Yep.
And I ended up working on some of it.
Did you?
And I watched some stuff on the internet. Some of it's good, some of it's not. So I've been using a flea brush to comb it out.
Yep.
And so this is what it's turning into. Just beautiful. And it's not as dirty as I thought. Could you imagine spinning that? Wouldn't that just be gorgeous?
Wow.
And it took me like 3 hours to get this done.
Wow, look at the layers of color.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep it in the colors.
The color sequence?
Yeah, some sort of sequence for it. And it's not perfect, but I've been having a lot of fun with it.
So you're using 2 flea combs or 1 flea comb?
One
flea comb? You're not using 2 to where you can go like this?
No, I don't. It's just a comb.
I know.
Like a skinny comb.
Oh, I'm talking about that brush.
Yeah, I don't have that. No.
Okay.
I don't have that. That would have made this a lot easier. But the thing is some of this is matted, and to try and get it to pull apart, I mean, it takes effort. Actually, some of it took a lot more effort than that. It's like it's almost
matted together. Do you know what kind of this is? It's a curly animal. It's got curly hair.
It takes some effort to pull it apart, so it's almost half. I'm wondering if that is like partially like felted. I don't know. It's
Wesleydale?
BL Wesleydale. Maybe BFL or BL. I don't know.
Maybe she forgot to put the F in there.
So it was $6, but I'm losing. There is some sticks in there. It's not as
straws or whatever.
Yeah, it's not as dirty as
no landmines.
Right. Yeah. it feels very clean. And there's not a lot of lanolin in there. So I'm thinking that they did clean it before they dyed it.
Oh, okay.
So, but some of it seems a little too matted. So I don't know.
You're doing a good job.
Oh, why? Thank you. Like she's looking at this big mess all over them.
Like, yeah, not interested.
But I've been having fun.
I know I need to get on washing some more of my stuff now that I'm back home.
I was looking at the videos, and they have to wash the wool. They make a little board, like a little table. This is itchy.
A little table.
Actually, it's a table, and then they put it's not chicken wire, but something that's airy so the dirt can fall out. And it's like, man, I think I should make something like that so Sheila can keep it at her house.
I made something.
You did?
Yeah, it's in my backyard because Jana was here and we were washing some of that fin. And I have a hanging thing that's over here to the right. You can't see it, but I bought it at Aldi's, and it has 3 levels on it to where you can dry, and I hang it out on my clothesline. Well, 3 wasn't enough. So I went to the store and I bought PVC pipe and a lot of elbows and connectors. I think I bought 1.5 inch. And then I had some plastic fencing that I bought at a garage sale for like $1 a while ago. And I cut that to fit in. I'll post a picture on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see it. And I'll show you before you leave. But I actually have 3 more layers now. So now I have 6 layers. So this weekend when I wash, so this weekend when I start washing some of that Shetland, I have 6 layers to put it on so it'll dry, instead
That's
of
cool.
only having 3. And then here, let me show you. I'll step up. But this is at Aldi's. I don't know if they still have them there. Okay, here we go. I got this at Aldi's. So it has 2 hooks up here, which I hang on my clothesline. And then, of course, there's 3 layers here where I put the wet fleece and then they dry. But I also built one out of PVC pipe, which I will be using that one also too. Because you figure you need more than 3 layers to wash a bag of fleece. So, yeah, we'll be doing that.
Let me know if you want help. I'm more than happy.
Yeah, and then I'm planning on canning this weekend too. Pat told me where I can get 26 pounds of beets for $18 at a farmer's market. So I think I'm going to be canning pickled beets this weekend because it is the holiday weekend. I'm just not sure if I want to buy 26 pounds or do I want to buy 52 pounds and like can on Saturday and then can on Monday. Because that's 2 whole days of canning. I don't want to do it all in one day because then I'm going to end up heating up my kitchen to like 150 degrees for like 9 hours straight. So, and then you got to wash the jars and, you know, create the mix and the brine. And so I'm not sure, but I do want to can some beets. So I don't know. I'll try to wash some fleece. I don't know. Okay. So, let's see, DIY satellite store. I bought some yarn when I was in Boston, but it didn't come in my daughter's sending me a box home because she wants some pillows made. She wants some door stops made for her new place because underneath she says it's kind of drafty.
Okay.
So she got all this material and she's like, gave me all the measurements. You know, can these be pillows with zippers? Can you make the door stops with zippers? And then she bought the beans already to weight down the door stop because she wants her door stops. She doesn't want them in the ordinary roll. She wants them like 4 inches high. And she wants them on an angle to where they'll lean into the door. I don't know. She's got it all written down. So those are coming in the mail too. Let's see. Oh, I am going to start. Let me see here. This. I was going to start it on the trip, but I just didn't. I just didn't. I think this is called Venomous. I was going to make it last year. Venomous Tentacles. This is what it's called. Venomous Tentacles. So I believe for the part that goes around the knitted part, it's going to be this. And then for the open airy part, it's going to be this. So I'm going to do it in 2 different colors. So it kind of looks like it's heat and then it smolders out. And I believe this yarn, oh, I don't got the tags for them. That's just terrible. Yep. I don't have the tags. I don't know where the tags are. But I'm sure next time we podcast, I will have the tags. But anyway, I want to cast this on. But yeah, back to the knitting on the plane. There's no way. I had the window seat going, so I was like this. And then the way back I had the aisle seat, which you can't put your arm out like this because they keep walking up and down. People go in the bathroom, pushing the cart. So it was like I did no knitting on the plane. None. And both of my flights were so early. The flight home, I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning, and the flight going there, I had to get up at 4:15. So it was nice because it was kind of like the first flight out. Both flights were not crowded. There was like 70 seats still available on each flight. Everybody kind of went to sleep or did their own little thing, but yeah, there was no plane knitting, none at all. Yeah, it is getting warm down here. For being in a basement, it is getting a little warm.
That's a pretty shawl. Which one was that?
This is a hitchhiker.
Okay. Very
I've made a lot of these hitchhikers.
11?
No, a lot.
Oh, okay.
I made a lot of hitchhikers. A lot of hitchhikers. Let me step up just one more second. Now I'm starting to cook here.
So the type of tea I have today, it's Snow Geisha from Tivana. I know everybody wants
Snow
to
Geisha.
know. Yeah, that's the name of it. It's a white tea.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's no caffeine, so I'm sorry. I'm running a little slow today. No caffeine.
But
It's what's in my cup.
Boston was really nice. We were busy all 3 days. We did
good.
the double-decker tour trolley thing. That was interesting. We went to the Bay. I just love their subway system.
Yeah?
It's called the T.
Okay.
So I know when we went to Washington, D.C., we rode that every day. We went to Virginia. We went everywhere. And then they had one in Philly. And when we went to Philly to see my daughter when she lived there, it was on strike. So, yeah. So now we went to Boston and we parked in the Braintree. And then we took it to the South Station, I think. And then we just got out and people, there's tons of just walk about. It's nothing like Detroit here. It's we so need that there here, but that'll never happen because we're the Motor City, so we got to drive the cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, that rail system's amazing. Yeah. I just love it. If I lived out that way, I would make sure like I was by there, and that was my mode of transportation.
When we were in New York, that's what we did a lot, is just use public transportation, and then you could, well, at that time I was crocheting, so I crocheted on the way to work. I'd balance my checkbook, I'd do whatever, and it was 45 minutes going and coming that you had time to do whatever you wanted and just relax by the time you got home.
Yep.
And that was seriously the hardest part of coming back to Michigan is when you're driving. Right. It's boring to drive. Oh my gosh, it's so boring. You just have to sit there. You can't knit.
No, it's dangerous because you have now the people that learn a Texas drive.
I know.
Or the speed limit's 60 driving. And they're going 30, and then you get up to the window and they're like this. It's like, seriously? You want to be on your phone? Just get off the road.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah. Their rail system was cool. And the whole round trip was like $5.30. That was round trip.
Okay.
To go into Boston and then come back.
Okay,
it was really nice. They had whale watching there.
Wow.
We went to the Boston Tea Party store. I think I bought maple tea.
Oh, cool.
I never had maple tea. I wonder if it's good, hot, or cold. I'm not sure.
Earl Grey is my favorite.
Earl Grey?
Earl Grey and chai.
I don't know if they had chai there. It's like the Boston Tea Party store.
They have chai everywhere.
Do they?
Even coffee shops have chai.
I had some good eggplant veal parmesan there.
Oh.
Everywhere you go, lobster sandwiches. $10.95. $10.95. I am just not into lobster. My daughter got lobster for dinner, and I'm glad she's eating a lot of fish. I just can't do a lobster, and it's like everywhere you go, lobster, 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 lobster. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I can't do lobster. But it was a good visit, and I didn't have any problems with Spirit Airlines or Delta.
I'm glad.
Neither one. I mean, I haven't had any. Oh, I did have an issue with Delta, so I'm going to check in. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and my ticket will not print. So I'm told to go to the gate agent. So I go to the gate agent, and this lady named Linda Kay says this. So I go up there, and I said, my ticket won't print. So she's looking at my license and my ticket, and she's like, your name's spelled wrong. Your middle initial is H. And I said, no, it's A. And she's like, okay. So she calls somebody, and she's like, it's $50 to change your ticket. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yep. She's like, did a travel agency do your ticket? And I'm like, no, my daughter did on your Delta app. And she's like, well, the reason your ticket won't print is because your name is spelt wrong compared to your driver's license. She's like, it's $50 to change it. I was just like, you know what? I got like 1 hour to get through security and get to my plane. So I give her my credit card. She changes my ticket. And then she's sitting there flipping through all of these papers and not even talking to me. And I said, are you done? Can I leave? And she's like, don't get an attitude with me. And I'm like, I don't have an attitude with you. I need to catch a plane. I don't know what you're looking for. I need to go. I already had my ticket back and my credit card, but she had this packet of papers. So she's trying to tell me that my ticket was paid with rupees out of India and just all this exaggerated stuff. And I said, look, if I can leave this counter and done with you, I'm done with you.
Oh, no.
And she was just absolutely horrific. Like, everything I asked her, she would look at me and go like this. And then she'd answer me 15 seconds later. Like, she knew, like, she was holding me up. I'm just like, wow, you're just one rude bee, you know? So then I get through security, and in Boston they had
Did they flag you at security and do a
No,
cavity check? She didn't do you. She didn't
no.
set you up for a cavity check.
So then I'm going through security, and they have a dog there. So of course the dog is sniffing me, and I stop, and the dog's sniffing me. And
Hi, little puppy. How are you doing?
no, this was not a little puppy. And there was a lot
that's
of
what I would have said anyway.
there was a lot of security there. So I get through, and I stand there and I go like this, and they scan my body, and then they're like, "Is that your purple suitcase?" And I'm like, "Yep." And they're like, "Over to the side," and I'm just like, "Oh, this just can't get any better." My daughter packed my bag.
Oh no.
There's a bag of coffee that I bought. It's called Hawaiian Coconut, and she put it in my suitcase, so they thought I was smuggling drugs.
Oh no.
So then they had to rip apart my suitcase. They brought out this wand, and they did the seams of the coffee to make sure none of them was ever opened. And then they put this little pad in this machine to test for drugs. So I had to wait for that. And then they cleared me and said, "You're good to go." So I'm like, okay. So then I start getting to the gate, and I'm just sitting there just like, can anything else bad happen? It's just like, are you kidding me? Not that I didn't mind flying Delta. I thought that gate agent was a total, she needed customer service school, or she needed to go work in a factory where she doesn't deal with people, because she was just totally rude. And I would ask her a question, and she would delay me about 15 seconds for an answer, like she was doing it on purpose. And I told her twice, "I need to catch a flight. I need to catch a flight. Are you done? I have everything I need." I'm not trying to be rude and walk away, but it's like she wasn't even responding to me. And she was not a young girl either. She was over 50. She was over 50.
Ouch.
Yeah. But the trip was really nice.
Age discrimination? No.
No, some people are just not cut out to be in the customer service industry.
Seriously.
And I've been in customer service for all my working life. Oh, and guess what? On Tuesday, I start my new job.
Yeah?
I got a job.
Congratulations. I'm so excited for you.
My summer's over, so I'm going back into customer service, and I am going into the garbage business. That's all I'm going to say.
Uh-oh.
From debt collection to garbage business. But it's a job.
It's a step up. No.
Debt collection's rough. I mean,
it seriously is.
Debt collection's rough. I don't know how hard garbage is going to be.
Okay, so when I first met Sheila, I was doing housing counseling. So part of it is credit counseling. And so I talked about debt collection people a lot when I was doing that. And so when I first found out that you were working at a debt collector, I'm like, ouch.
Yeah, but
I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get along. And here we are. We're great friends.
Yeah, I was not a debt collector, though. I mean, I didn't call people and say, "Pay your bill." I did the regulatory end with attorneys and stuff like that. But, I used to hear the debt collectors and stuff like that. But, yeah. So, yeah, my summer is over. I start September, the day after Labor Day, I think, on Tuesday. I think I start on Tuesday, which is good. But I'm going back to Boston in October. That should be 4 or 5 more days, because I'm cashing in all my miles. Well, I cashed in all my miles in June. My daughter booked all these trips for me just so I could get going and just get rid of all these miles.
Oh, look at the kitty just came over to say
Yeah.
hi. There's a little hi from Lucy. Isn't she just adorable?
Yep.
She's just my cats. I can't handle my cats like this. It's just great to be able to just.
So next time you're looking for a cat, go to a foster home, and when you tell the foster home mother, "This is what I want." I told her I wanted a lap kitty, I wanted an affectionate kitty, I wanted a little kitty, I wanted a mother kitty that had a litter, because I knew she would mother the other one, and they mother each other. They're not like sisters; they're more like cousins. But yeah, instead of going, not to say you shouldn't go to a shelter, but at least in the foster home, the people who care for these animals, they know their temperament, they know their behavior, they know because both my cats in my house, if you ever come to my house, they're going to come by your leg, they're going to be wanted petted, they might jump on your lap. They're very approachable.
Yeah.
Like
Lucy, you come in and she greets you with a hello with a little sassy tail, and it just,
her tail just wags like a dog.
She's licking my thumb right now. It's like, I know where that's been. At least you're not licking my face today. But yeah, that's a very good idea.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else. thank you for all the new YouTube subscribers. We really appreciate you. And if you like what you see in this episode, I believe we have 73 more episodes you can watch, or you can hit the subscribe button or the thumbs up button.
Yeah, that actually does help us if you do the thumbs up, because then it puts us a little bit higher in the ranking. And
Yeah,
the
because
more
there's
folks
tons of
that
podcasts out there.
there are,
Tons and tons.
the more that are subscribed, it actually helps us too.
Yep.
So.
And if you want to join the Ravelry group, feel free. We're more than happy to have you over there. Start a conversation, start a thread. I am the head sewist of Thank God for Bags, and this is the last day for free shipping.
The lead sew master.
Yeah, the lead sew master.
Oh, I like that.
This is the last day for free shipping for Thank God for Bags, and I will get this episode up today, which is August 31st, 2017. But I just have a few more to show you, and that's it, because I'm prepping for 2 shows, so I won't be showing too much on the podcast, I think, until the end of October or sometime in November. But I do have a couple of these. I have 2 of these, which are envelope style bags, and they have no zipper, so there's a snap. Snaps on there. And inside is 2 100 cakes of cotton.
Okay, so the cotton does not come with the bag.
No, it does not. But look at those. Karen Cakes makes cotton. I was just showing her for example. So I have 2 of these.
That's a good price.
What happens around the teapot stays around the teapot.
Whoa.
And I think one has a white inside, and the other one has this pretty mosaic on here. And these are envelope style. There's a little interfacing in them. The other one is, I have a lot of these. So if you want to do some holiday shopping for a knitting friend, here you go. All knit words. And in the inside, it's just fun green. And the last 2, these have been selling like crazy, so I have ordered some more.
Aww.
So what happens
in crocheting though?
What do you mean? What happens in a knitting retreat?
Oh no, it's knitting.
It's knitting.
I thought the thing. I'm like, wait, why would they put crocheting on there? But
so in this size bag, because a lot of people want to know what's in here. Here's this, and here's this. So there's 200 grams in here, and you still have room. So it kind of gives you an idea of the size. I have 2 of these left. And then the last thing I have to show you, I'll throw these in here just for size.
knit chick.
This is pretty new too. So everybody's a knit chick, right? If you're a crochet chick or a knit chick, here's a knit chick bag. And then there's a lot of room in here also. I believe I only have 1 of these available right now. So if you want to get free shipping, save a couple bucks, and you want to start your holiday shopping for your knitting friends, these are available at Thank God for Bags on Etsy. Oh, so you made a friend.
Oh, she already was my friend.
She made a friend. And I think that's all we have.
The other kitty doesn't like me so much.
Mitts,
no, I don't.
I posted something on Instagram also that she was laying on top of the laptop, like, pet me because you're not going to record. Oh, also too, I have a giveaway going on Instagram, Thank God for Bags. So if you follow Thank God for Bags on Instagram, there is a giveaway for a Halloween bag that is going to run till September the 5th. So if you're interested in trying to win a bag, head on over there and find out what you need to do. It's funny how she lays upside down.
She's like a little baby. Aww.
So we're back to don't sweat the small stuff. So we'll give you a little insert this week. I'll read it. You got her. So it's number 89 if you have the book. If someone throws you a ball, you don't have to catch it. Okay?
So true.
Yes. My best friend, Benjamin Shield, taught me this valuable lesson. Often our inner struggles come from our tendencies to jump on board someone else's problem. Someone throws you a concern and you assume you must catch it. and respond. For example, suppose you're really busy when a friend calls in a frantic tone and says, "My mother's driving me crazy. What should I do?" Rather than saying, "I'm really sorry, but I don't know what to suggest," you automatically catch the ball and try to solve the problem. Then later, you're feeling stressed or resentful that you are behind schedule and that everyone seems to be making demands on you. It's easy to lose sight of your willing participation in drama of your own life. Remembering that you don't have to catch the ball is a very effective way to reduce stress in your life. When your friend calls, you can drop the ball, meaning you don't have to participate simply because he or she is attempting to lure you in. If you don't take the ball, the person will probably call someone else to see if they will become involved. This doesn't mean you never need to catch the ball. It's only that your choice is not to do so. Neither does this mean that you don't care about your friend or that you don't want to help. Developing a more tranquil outlook on life's requires that we know our own limits and we take responsibilities for our own part in the process. Most of us get balls thrown at us many times each day, at work, from our children, friends, neighbors, salespeople, even strangers. If I caught the balls thrown in my direction, I would certainly go crazy, and I would suspect you would too. The key is to know when we're catching another ball so that we won't feel victimized, resentful, or overwhelmed. Even something terrible, simply like answering your phone when you're really too busy to talk, is a form of catching the ball. By answering the phone, you're willing to take part in an interaction that you may not have time for or energy. By simply not answering the phone, you are taking responsibility for your own peace of mind. The same idea applies to being insulted or criticized. When someone throws an idea or comment in your direction, you can catch it and feel hurt, or you can drop it and go about your day. The idea of not catching the ball simply because it is thrown to you is a powerful tool to explore. I hope you'll experiment with this one. You may find that you catch the ball a lot more than you think you do. I can say I don't catch the ball a lot.
I do.
I don't. I can't do it.
There
I
was
got enough going on.
There was somebody at one of my co-students or fellow students. I usually during the day I catch a younger group if I take classes during the day. But if I take the classes at night, usually they're not all young, and there's some that are a equal mix of young versus old. Well, not this time. It's all young, which is kind of fun. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So, one of them was saying that her sister is dyslexic, and she ended up taking. She quit a job to do a full-time school, and so what ended up happening is her sister needed help to 3 o'clock in the morning, and she's like, "I can't do this. I have my own homework. Oh my gosh!" And so I was catching the ball and saying, well, maybe what you could do is give her a time limit where you're going to help her for X amount of time. But yeah, that will hurt your grade point if you do that too much. But I don't know. I think it's cool to be able to be there with the kids and reinforce what their parents are probably telling them.
Yep.
But they just hear it from a different person. But I don't know if that's really what happens or not. Well, we're at 59 minutes and 4 seconds, so I think that's about it.
Yep, we'll keep it under an hour.
Yeah. Okay, you guys have a wonderful week. See you in a week or two.
We'll see you next month.
Yep.
Which is tomorrow.
Yeah. Probably not tomorrow. Bye.